Students, as you can see in the table, there are 8 types of debentures on the different basis. The very first is on the basis of security. Under that we have two types of debentures, that is the secured debentures and unsecured debentures. Second is on the basis of transfer, that is the registered debenture and bearer debentures. On the basis of repayment, that is an redeemable debentures and irredeemable debentures. Last, on the basis of conversion, that is an convertible debentures and non-convertible debentures. So let us learn one by one in detail. On the basis of the security, that is the first one, secured debenture. Here the debentures can be secured because the property of the company may be charged as in security for the loan. The security may be for some fixed asset or floating charges. They are secured through the trust deed. Like we'll take one example over here. In case of loss in the company, the debenture holder can sell that particular profit and recover their capital which they have invested in the company. Second is the unsecured debenture. Here the debenture holder do not have any security from the company, and it is nowadays prohibited by the Companies Act 2013. That means nowadays the companies are not allowed to sell the unsecured debentures. They are only allowed to sell the secured debenture, where the debenture holder will get certain security from the company. Next is on the basis of transfer. The very first is the registered debenture. These debentures are those debentures on which the name of the holders are recorded in the register of the debenture holder, in which name, address and particular of holdings of the debenture holders are entered. Here the transfer of the debentures require the execution of regular transfer deed. Example, like a teachers maintain a class register and record all the record of the students. Similarly, if they want to transfer from one college to another, they want to take admission in another college, they require LC from the college. So there are certain formalities which they need to fulfill. Same way, if the company's debenture holder wants to transfer the debenture, in case of registered debentures, they need to fulfill certain formalities given in the Companies Act. Next is the bearer debenture, where the name of the holder is not recorded. Register is not maintained by the company, and here transfer can be done merely by delivery, because the payment of interest coupons are attached in the debenture certificate. Like most of the public limited companies issue this type of debentures, where along with the debenture certificate they attach the payment coupon which they give in the return has an interest form to the debenture holder. So it is merely only a transfer of paper from one person to another. Here we don't have to follow certain formalities under the Companies Act. Here we can only give that piece of paper, that is a debenture certificate, along with the coupons to the another person, and in exchange we can take the money whatever we require, because if the person is transferring the debentures or is selling the debentures, he must be thinking about some capital requirement urgently. So here he can merely give that debenture certificate along with the coupon and transfer is done. We don't require any of the legal formalities. Next is on the basis of the repayment. We have already studied in the types of preference shares, that is an redeemable debentures, which means that the payable at the end of the fixed period of time which is mentioned in the debenture certificate. Repayment is done at the fixed date at the end of the specified period or by the installment during the lifetime of the company, and mostly done through the trust deed. Next is the irredeemable debenture. Here the debenture holders are not repayable during lifetime of the company. They are only repaid at the time of liquidation of the company, or when there is a breach of any condition, or when some contingency arises. So these are the two different types under the repayment, that is a redeemable debenture which can be redeemed, repaid after a certain period of time, and irredeemable debenture which is not repaid during the lifetime of the company. Let us move to the next type, that is on the basis of the conversion. Under this we are going to learn about the convertible debentures and non-convertible debentures. Now convertible debentures, with the word itself you can understand it has to be converted into equity shares. Now these type of debenture holder can be converted into equity shares after specified period of time, and it is mentioned in the debenture certificate. It is also approved by the special resolution in general meeting before issued in the public. Now all the decision is taken pre-hand before issuing in the market. Here debenture are also having advantage because of this conversion right. They get equity share at the lower rate than the market value. Suppose the market value of the equity share is rupees 10, or you may take rupees 12, but here the debenture holder will get the they will get the equity share at the rupees of 9 or 8, or maybe 12 or 10, depends on the company to company. Next comes the non-convertible debenture. Now with the name itself we can conclude it cannot be converted into any equity shares. They are redeemed on the maturity date. They suffer from the disadvantage that there is no appreciation in value. Suppose if you want to convert also your debentures into equity shares, but you cannot convert, but if you want to invest in that company as an equity shareholder, you can purchase a share of that particular company, but you cannot convert your debentures into equity shares.